it is on. So, not that I'm doing a cop-out. I seriously have not played the guitar in about 1.5 years. Not to mention my fingers are freezing. Thank you very much. And I'll be honest, one more thing. It's unfortunate. I'll be honest with you. I'll make this quick. I don't think that, the truth is, guys, what's going to happen is going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen, but you can protest. And it's good that you do. You got to be active. But realize that, it might not do much, It's probably not doing anything. It isn't. But, you're right, it is doing something. It brings up morale. But the truth is, just saying, keeping it peaceful and all that stuff, because, well, I don't have to tell you, you guys know. Thanks a lot, guys, and God bless.
That's today.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is now time for the main event. The title match for undisputed idiotic leader of the world. Entering the ring first, we have the beast from the Middle East. The country invading, assassinating dictator. Insane! Saddam Hussein! In the red, white, and blue corner, we have the coke-sniffing, born with a silver spoon in his mouth, oil drilling, vote-stealing, President of the United States of America, W. Ladies and gentlemen, the moment we've all been waiting for. Let's get ready to rumble! No war! No war? What do you mean no war?
We no war!
No war!
You mean to tell me that you don't want to see this fight?
No!
I would really like to hear an explanation for that. I would really like to hear an explanation for that. Then come up here. What you got to say? And I would like to hear from this gentleman as well, what he has to say.
I don't want to see us fighting, see these guys fighting, see these guys putting so many poor kids out there to blow each other up. Just so that a bunch of rich people can get richer. There's nothing justifiable about this war. All the propaganda on both sides about it. War is horrible, no matter how you look at it. It's never justifiable. That justifiable war crap, that's a theory that just does not hold any water.
What is a war criminal anyway? What is a war criminal anyway?
War is hell. However, in certain instances, war is necessary to prevent further damage. The League of Nations in the 1930s was watching Hitler build up his military and become a tyrant. And they did nothing. They simply appeased him. The same situation is happening now with the United Nations and Saddam Hussein. Saddam Hussein is a tyrant. He's building up his military, and the United Nations is appeasing him. No other reasons exist except for economic benefit for the French, for the Germans, for the Russians, and for the Chinese. They are appeasing a tyrant. This war is necessary. Unfortunately, war is necessary to get rid of tyrants such as Saddam Hussein.
What about Bush?
Bush has certain reasons to attack. Of course there is. We have to. We have to support our president. He is attacking Iraq for the reasons cited earlier.
Anti-Bush does not mean anti-American.
See, I'm being silenced because I brought up a good point.
No.
Guys, there's one thing that's for sure. It's that it's people like you and I that die. Like my friends in New York City died. It is not people like Bush. They're not even going to receive a scratch. They want to give Hussein exile. The one person who they should kill, they want to give him exile. What is that all about?
Nobody.
I'm sorry, I want to kill people once in a while. I want to kill... And there's one thing that's for sure. They should both be in jail. Who's going to help me? Because I don't want people like this anywhere. Why did my government help Saddam come to power? Who's gonna help me? Who's gonna help me put them in jail? Huh? Who's gonna help me put them in jail? Please. Huh? Please. Who else? Come on. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It's not us it's not them that die.
He's going over questions.
Yes. Who's got the cuffs? Who's got the cuffs? Cuff them together. They can learn to live together. Like we know how to live with each other. This war is not between Iraqis and Americans. It's between Hussein and Bush. And their little friends. Hussein's sons, Bush's administration. Put them in jail. Get rid of them.
Is Saddam Hussein killing people? Is he killing his own people? We're okay then. We're okay with that.
Just want to make one statement about a common misconception about these protests. Being anti-war and being anti-Bush does not mean being anti-American.
What's up, people? Can y'all hear me? Alright, my name is Desiree Marshall. I'm up here repping H.O.L.A and Sixth Element. And I'm repping my right to protest because I think this is very important to do. Now, with this war, this impending war, yeah, I understand it's a problem, but I think our government, our state representatives, everybody has forgotten what's going on in our communities. You know what I mean? So that's what this poem is about. It's called Tenements, Projects, and Victorian Houses. I'm gonna ask y'all to like silence yourselves, please, because this ain't a very powerful amp, or might be, you know what I mean? Alright. It's because every inner city is clustered with liquor store, convenience store, laundromat, deli shop, and liquor store. It's because every year more and more brothers and sisters are getting lost in the red tape of the education system due to the problems that have haunted them since grade school. But by the time they reach high school, it's too late for them, so the doors get slammed in their faces. It's because the drug life pays more than the college process and acceptance is almost guaranteed. It's because the expectations for women are that they be sexy at all times, starting from the moment that they enter the baby. It's because the healthcare system only wants to care for the wealthy. It's because a gun shop is across the street from the local community center. It's because the only assistance welfare gives is helping poor families remain poor through guidelines and restrictions. It keeps you helpless by helping less. It's because drugs are institutionalized by the white man, blamed on the brown man, and introduced to the black man. It's because you call me minority on paper, African American in public, and nigger in private. It's because police officers are highlighted for excessive violence, deemed as saviors to the American public while still publicizing their abuse of the law. It's because gunshots in the black community don't even make the media flinch, but gunshots in the schools makes the entire country sick. It's because minimum wage keeps the lower class a paycheck away from starvation. It's because more money is spent on blacks and Latinos in the penitentiaries than is aided to help them get into the universities. It's because my last name is of slave origin.
Thank you.
It's because racial profiling never applies to those of a pale pigmentation. It's because I have to cross more obstacles in order to receive a higher education. It's because of lack of communication. It's because of lack of toleration. It's because this country is blind to a racial realization. There's a conscious hesitation to understand the lines, but a blatant intention to dehumanize.
That's right.
It's because the blame game has been played for centuries. We think we know the cause, but for the life of us can't determine a solution. We exercise verbal pollution, cognitive contamination. We're still living backwards, not able to grasp the understanding. It's because our government gives weapons to cats later considered antagonists, but doesn't give a damn about the people being cataloged in its own borders on the coroner's list.
That's right.
It's because my children are still hungry. It's because my family is still poor. It's because my country wants to battle in an unneeded, unwanted, unnecessary war. It's because cats still live on the streets. It's because youth violence is still a problem. It's because we have a crisis in our own American communities, but those in power have chosen to disregard them.
That's right.
It's because we are struggling. It's because our education system is struggling. It's It's because economically our cities are struggling. It's because I am struggling. Struggling to stay above level in the lake of quicksand. Realizing how strong I really am not. This country corrodes from the inside and rots with every gunshot and every slung rock and every cheap pop and cell door lock. We are struggling. Different chapters but part of the same damn book. And you really gonna ask why I feed you the ill grill look? It's because Bush ain't putting me through college. My mother is. It's because I can see Beamers, Escalades, and Jaguars on college campuses while I'm struggling to afford a $40 textbook. And you really gonna ask why I feed you the ill grill look? It's because 40 years ago, at least we took action. Now all you hear on Stoops is reaction after reaction. We are struggling, not even to coexist, but just to exist. But many are losing the fight, so most get the exit. We are struggling. Struggling to ignore the unequal distribution of wealth, which affects power, which affects happiness, which affects life. We're trying desperately to overlook that everything isn't all right and won't be for a long time. We're trying to turn a blind eye to the world's mistakes without taking responsibility for the faults that we make. We are struggling to see the truth, that whether project, tenement, or Victorian house, they all get leaky roofs. We're connected at the roots. Thank you.